Equally, where I would think that there is some scope in the time to come is to look at government policy in the energy sector so far as it impacts on the sections of your report which you have covered a little more closely. If I look at what the scenario was prior to 2014, and I naturally use 2014 as a dividing line because that's when the Honorable Prime Minister took responsibility, and I know what the transition goals are thereafter. My sense is that I put that on one side, but I also want to go to the global sector. I was talking to Arun, we were whispering so as not to disturb your this thing. I said, what happens in the case of, first let me complete the earlier part. I mean, we had a decade here between 2006 and 16, nothing was done on E&P. Nothing. I totally agree with you on the point that you make that even if you have to maintain existing levels of production, you've got to spend a lot of money. And I think my friend Karthikeya sitting there and Arun are collaborating in the rejuvenation of listing of Mumbai High, and both of them are very excited about it. But the fact is a lot of money will be spent. But what is missed in that is the change in the government's policy framework. That's why I come back to where the role of governments is important. What is missed is that today we don't expect BP or any of our major partners to come and put a lot of capital into this. We said, we will invite you to provide technical services for which you will be compensated. And if we do well, you will have first right of refusal. I mean, Oil India and the Andaman and so on. Now, for 2006 to 16, I had a dead decade. I had nothing happening. Then if you look at what's happening after 2014, it's very proactive. So I think somewhere in the analysis, I don't mean in India's case, overall, what are the governments will have? Now, for instance, EVs. Why do I come to that? My colleagues get very excited with me sometimes. They said that, state government X and Y, they are putting it all on EVs, but they don't realize that. Well, first of all, I think a lot of people should draw inspiration from your outlook and educate themselves that whoever suggested that oil is going to peak by 2000, it's not peaking even by 2050. According to your analysis, there's going to be a lot of fossil fuel around till then. I mean, I was looking at this one chart and beautifully captures it. And there should be primary education material for everybody.